Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Pretty cool news. An indie film shot with a Canon 5D Mark II and virtually no budget has made the top 100 on iTunes movie list. It's actually number 43, so we're not talking bottom of the top 100. It's number 43. It's grossed over $200,000 so far, which is not an insignificant amount of money, especially when you figure this movie was shot with no budget. Basically, it was shot by two brothers, Mark and Michael Polish. They used a pair of... the pair used a Canon 5D Mark II to shoot it. It was done in 12 days, so very little amount of time, edited on their computer, and basically no expenses, no budget for shooting this. Their only expenses was hotels, food, and taxis, which they say they would have incurred anyways had they been on vacation. So basically, almost a zero cost on filming this. A really neat thing about this is it shows you what you can do with your camera. You don't need a 5D Mark II to do something like this. This could have just as easily been shot on a Canon T2i 550D. Very little quality difference, if any, between the two. You get a little better high ISO to the 5D Mark II and a little bit more shallow depth of field depending on the lenses you're using. And so a lot of filmmakers, though, using the Canon T2i actually prefer it to the 5D Mark II. My point here is, if you have a 5D Mark II, a Canon T2i 550D, which you can, have for about $500-600 if you shop around, you've got pretty much everything you need to make an indie movie. And here's an example of folks that have done it and already made over $200,000 on no budget. So this is really cool. Good inspiration for those of you wanting to make films, trying to make films, learning how to do it with your DSLRs. This was covered on Gizmodo.com and as well as on Petapixel.com and a few other websites as well, but those are the two that I was reading about. So the film is called For Lovers Only. You can find it on iTunes. What I'll do is I'll put the links below so you can see the Gizmodo article, the Petapixel article, and you can see the link to pull it directly up on the iTunes movie list. Just really cool to see a no-budget indie film with a DSLR, shot with a DSLR, 5D Mark II, Canon 5D Mark II, and making this kind of money and marketed with no budget. Shot with no budget and marketed with no budget. The brothers basically have just got word of mouth out there through social networking, which we all know. I mean, everybody's using that now, Facebook and all the other things. Now the new one's Google+. So just really cool. So check it out. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some new videos, some new articles, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography here at artoftheimage.com, and keep shooting. Bye now.